Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It's cold out. We're getting close to those winter months, right? You know what's good to do during the winter? Snuggle buggle in front of the warmth and watch Grandma's Attic on TV. So that's what we're going to bring you all winter long is nice, great, wonderful, listenable music. Tonight, the first cold night of the year, we're bringing you some really warm music. Let me give you a little history. Back in the day when my friend Chris was the director of this show, he told me I had to go do this TV show, and I'm like, hell to the no, I'm not going to do on TV. I'm the host, I'm not the TV person. There's nothing for me to talk about. Well, we went out to this TV studio, and I met up with this guy. He knew his music. Pretty smart guy when it comes to music. And he was doing the sort of same thing that I do, which is introduce the public to wonderful musicians and help them get known. So we have like a common theme in our friendship with that. But tonight, he's going to play music for you, his own songs. And that's always fun, right? You know how I like originals. But anyway, please help me welcome into your heart and into your home and into those listening ears, Kosch.
I'll do that. I'm going to try and play some Snuggle Buggle music now.
Woohoo!
This is just a subtle reminder, and it may be oversimplified, but... Days ain't nothing much you can do. Some days life a circus and you're the clown. Some days you know they're gonna knock you down. I got a little something that I'd like to say, even though it might not be your day. Take a little breath, drink from the cup. You're only down. You're only down till you get back up. You're only down. You're only down till you get back up. I've been around long enough to know always gonna be folks wanting more and more. Lord, they might even try to push you around. Maybe even get lucky once they knock you down. I've got a little something that I'd like to say, even though things might not be going your way. You're only down till you get back up. You're only down. You're only down till you get back up. I got a little something that I need to say, even though it might not be your day. Take a little breath, drink from the cup. You're only down. You're only down till you get back up. You're only down. You're only down till you get back up. Thank you, Dal. That one is called "You're Only Down Till You Get Back Up." Just a reminder, we all have days where things seem a little harder, and if it helps to remember that, there's always another day coming. Yes, there isn't. Big empty staring back at me. Well, tell you something that I come to believe it. Doesn't matter how far you can see, it all ends one day. No matter what you want it to do, it's laid out right in front of you. Don't live life as another's fool, nothing more to say. Never gonna be the one you thought I'd be. Never thought I'd be anything at all. Never even cared what you thought of me. If you thought of me at all. If you thought of me at all. Don't know where we're going, not sure where we've been. Can't see what's coming around the next bend. Around the next bend. Around the next bend. Never gonna be the one you thought I'd be. Never thought I'd be anything at all. Never even cared what you thought of me. If you thought of me at all. If you thought of me at all. Big empty staring back at me. Well, I'll tell you something that I come to believe. It doesn't matter how far you can see, it all ends.
It did.
It did end, yes.
I'm like, it end. I like
Yeah,
that. That was a little profound.
That one. My wife cautions me against playing too many of the dark ones in a row.
Okay.
So that one,
It's
it
a
could
little
be
dark.
It could be a little dark,
Ooh.
or that could be a little scary. This one, I haven't been doing this a very long time. I didn't write my first song till I was about 55. So it is not going that far back, but this is one of the early ones, and I think it has always kind of summed up my philosophy, if I have one. It's called Enjoy the Ride. Times I wonder what it's all about. Not sure what I'm doing here. As I bumble on through my life, emptiness my greatest fear. There's got to be more to this, some reason we exist. Not sure that that's the case, but while you're here, enjoy the place. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know what you might see here. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know who you might meet here. Well, since you're here, have a ball, but help your brother should he fall. Though we arrive alone, we're all walking each other home. Some believe in the Lord above, some believe in fate. I don't believe we have to choose. I'm just gonna wait till the end. When the credits roll, we can find out who was directing. Till then, I guess we'll have to go on, not knowing what we're expecting. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know what you might see here. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know who you might meet here. Since you're here, have a ball, but help your brother should he fall. Though we arrive alone, we're all walking each other home. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know what you might see here. Hang on, enjoy the ride. Never know who you might meet here. Since you're here, we'll have a ball, but help your brother should he fall. Though we arrive alone, we're all walking each other home. Thank you. That one always seems to make it into any set wherever I play. It's hard to sum up sometimes your thoughts on the big picture, but I think whatever mine are, I think they're in there somewhere. This is a song called Avarice, and was written by two people I've never met, about two people I've never met. I hope they're okay, because I saw them in passing, and they sparked this song. They don't know it, but... Woke this morning in an awful haze. yet you seem quite content to look that gift horse in the mouth. Water's murky, it's hard to see just what the future holds for me. Hope I'm wrong, but I got to say, think I see yours plain as day. You should not stress so much, got to let it go. Don't you know we all end up just buried in a hole? The money would set you free. All you got, the more you need. Wraps you up just like a drug. Makes you forget about love. It doesn't matter what you build if you build it all alone. Nobody gives a damn about your castles made of stone. It doesn't matter what you build if you build it all alone. Nobody gives a damn about your castles made of stone. I hope those two made it out okay.
I do too.
There was a couple, they were at dinner, and they looked like a very nice young couple, except the gentleman did not seem to be interested in his companion. He was more interested in his phone, and he seemed very self-important. And anyway, I got a song out of it.
Yes, you did.
All right, anybody who's been writing songs over the last few years probably has a pandemic song. This one is mine. It's called Waiting for the Light. Well, the night it fell hard. I waited for the light to pierce this veil over my eyes. Well, things just ain't right. How could they be when the things that you fight you can't see? And it makes you wonder what comes for you as you slumber like you do. The things that they tell you, well, they might be true. You're never quite sure just what to do. pieces they fell. I picked them up, put them all back in that box. Only time will tell, that'll be enough. It's a burden I carry in my heart, and it makes you wonder what comes for you as you slumber like you do. The things you tell yourself, well, they might be true. You say no one can tell you what to do. Well, the night it fell hard, I'm waiting for the light. I hope this is as dark as it gets. And that was as dark as it got, I think, when I wrote that song. I think, you remember, we didn't know anything.
I know we didn't. That's why I started doing my morning thing, because people were so afraid.
It was the scariest time in my life. I mean, I remember crawling under desks in kindergarten because of, I don't know, Soviet nuclear attack or something.
Right.
I was too young to understand might actually be bad. But yeah, that time was just because what we didn't know.
Because what we didn't know and what was being said.
Yeah, it was, and now we have this fire hose of information that can be good. It also can be very bad.
It can.
So anyway,
now it's time for a happy song.
Yes, this was.
I'm gonna shut off the live feed because we just went live with that song.
Oh, nice. This is called "Let It Go" because sometimes we all have to, and this is very much a happy song, and another reminder song. A lot of my songs are reminder songs, I come to realize. Sometimes as we head through life, we've got to... Oh, my Lord. I forgot my own song. Glad the live feed was on.
That's all cool.
Oh, Lord. Sometimes as we go through life, in order to set things right, we've got to say goodbye to things that we've loved. May sound sad, but it's really not, because, honey, sometimes what you got, oh, well, it ain't truly what you need. Well, sometimes you just got to let it go. Don't let it bind up your heart and soul. If you really want your life to grow, but you're gonna have to learn to let it go. It's true. Sometimes when I'm feeling doubt and I just kind of need to work things out, I'll pick up my guitar, I'll start to play. Well, that may not work for you, whatever you've got to do. Sometimes you just got to clear your head. Well, Sometimes you just got to let it go. Don't let it bind up your heart and soul. If you really want your life to grow, well, you're gonna have to learn to let it go. Here we go. Sometimes we hang on to things because, well, it's how it's always been. I think you want to rethink that approach. You see, time is precious, we get what we got. You hold tight to the good, less so to the not. Sometimes you just got to say good luck. Well, sometimes you just got to let it go. Don't let it bind up your heart and soul. If you really want your life to grow, well, you're gonna have to learn to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I like that one.
Thank you.
I like them all so far, but that one's fun.
It's not, you know, that was, I think I was in like my jug band phase. A lot of seventh chords and jaunty rhythms. It's just fun.
Stuff.
Yes,
Fun
it's fun.
stuff.
That one stood the test of time in my mind. There's several that kind of got shuttled out of the set, but that one, because I think sometimes we all forget that sometimes you need to let things go, whether you love them at one time or not. And it's...
That's a fact.
It is. This one is always fun to play. This one was one of many that I've written, I guess inspired by my wife, my lovely wife, Wendy. It's called Oh Baby, I Love You So. Oh baby, I love you so. Oh baby, I love you so. Ain't never gonna let you go. Oh baby, I love you so. Just wanna make sure you know. Oh baby, I love you so. And I don't care what your daddy say. I don't care what your daddy say. Never liked me anyway. So I don't care what your daddy say. Just wanna make sure you know. Oh baby, I love you so. And I don't care what your friends think. I don't care what your friends think. All they do is sit and drink. So I don't care what your friends think. Just wanna make sure you know. Oh baby, I love you so. Ain't never ever felt this way. Wanna feel it every day. You're my earth, my moon, my flower. Your love has got the power. Oh baby, I love you so. Oh baby, I love you so. Ain't never gonna let you go. Oh baby, I love you so. Just wanna make sure you know. Oh baby, I love you so. You know, I don't care what your aunties say. I don't care what your aunties say. Ain't their business anyway. So I don't care what your aunties say. Just wanna make sure you know. Oh baby, I love you so. I don't care what your doctors say. I don't care what your dentist say. I don't care what your pastor say. baby, I love you so. Oh, baby, I love you so. Oh, baby, I love you so. Oh, baby, I love you so. Ain't never gonna let you go. Oh, baby, I love you so. That one is always fun. And it's true.
She's an awesome human.
She is a grunderful human.
What
even is that?
Grunderful.
All right, this is probably the most recent song that I think it actually is the most recent song. So I'm bravely going to try it here. Hope there's a safety net. This one is not a reminder or in any way autobiographical. It was, breakup songs. I've never written a breakup song. So this is kind of a breakup song. But instead of those big bombastic, oh, my life is crumbling because, you've been together forever. This is, when you're just still checking each other out. And you think, she could be okay. She might be the one. He might be the one. It's, but then you find out she's not. Well, you haven't invested all that much time. So it's called You and I Are Through. I heard you were down by the lake last night, watching the moon. Lord, I heard you might not have been alone. Sometimes it takes a while to learn. Sometimes you find out really soon. Oh, darling, I guess I should have known. Never been one to tell you, girl, what you should or shouldn't do. But I'm starting to get the feeling that you and I, we might be through. Yeah, I hear what you're telling me, but it don't sound quite right. Almost like you're making it up as you go. I guess I should be happy. It didn't take too long to see your light. Time has come for me to move along. Never been one to tell you, girl, what you should or shouldn't do. But I'll damn sure be the one to tell you, you and I are through. Never been one to tell you, girl, what you should or shouldn't do. But I'll damn sure be the one to tell you that you and I are through. You and I are through. First and only breakup song.
But you didn't break up.
No,
Not
we
with
did
your
not.
beautiful wife,
Well,
so.
some of them are not autobiographical.
See? Why don't you do this last song and then come talk to me?
I will indeed.
Awesome.
This one is the first song that I ever wrote.
Cool.
So, I mean, I had messed around since I was a teen because I always loved music, but it just never worked. But we'll give this one a go. It's called Clouds Roll By. And it has a very, I take one tiny little thing I want to say and I'll build a whole song around it.
Nice.
Clouds roll by. Don't know where you go when you're not here with me. All I know is sometimes you seem lost. I thought there'd come a day that you'd forgive me. I never really thought about the cost. And the days go by. Yeah, the days go by. The days go by, they roll. And the clouds roll by. Yeah, the clouds roll by. Clouds roll by so slow. We live each day like we think there'll be another. What do we even really know? When your number's up, Lord, you don't get another. It's just trying to find our way home. Watch the clouds roll by. Watch the clouds roll by. Watch the clouds roll by so slow. 'Cause the days will roll by. Yeah, the days roll by. The days roll by, oh hell they go. We live each day, certain there's another. What if it really ain't like that? Grab your baby close. Tell your mama that you love her. There ain't nothing more important than that. No, there ain't nothing more important than that. Don't you know there's nothing more important than that?
Woo-hoo! Come on over and mic up. While Kosch is getting undone and done up again, let's talk about what's going on in the hood. So there's a great show going on down at the Hygienic. It's the Photogenic, and this is probably the last week to see that all hung. And then there'll be a new show. Also, there's a new little shop in downtown New London that is doing some amazing things. So check out the new shop on Golden Street. It's called the Golden Owl. And see what's up with it. It's kind of cool. Studio 33 is doing frames for the holidays. And coming up, there is small gift, I don't know. All artists, all different kinds of art for small amounts of money for the holidays from the Hygienic. That also is at the Hygienic. The Guard has some really great shows coming up, so check that out at guardarts.org. Cool stuff. Check it out. This is your neighborhood. We have to support our local stuff. You know that. Let's talk to Mark. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the attic.
It's my pleasure to be here.
You have no idea. We have tried to get you on this show since you had me on your show.
That was some time ago now.
It was like
I can't
easily
guess.
8 years.
Oh my.
Easily, you know, and then Chris passed on and things got real different after that. It was so nice to run into you at Shana Beast by the Sea.
It's a wonderful place to run into people
Yeah.
and hear original music and you know, cover folks too. But
All
they,
weekend. Like Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah,
they do
that's-
music there, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, Shana Beast by the Sea is right on Route 1, guys. You can miss it.
You can't miss it. I have.
I was just going to say.
And I know
you
where it
can't-
is.
You can't miss it, but the sign is like this big. But find it and check it out. It's all gluten-free and vegan and all that stuff that a lot of people don't eat anymore. So
But it's also awesome because
the food is amazing.
I'm an omnivore, and
Right.
I'll eat a pile of gluten if that's what, you know,
Right,
if that's
right.
what's
If that's what
available.
tastes good.
But yeah, but because you scare people with, you know, things like, you know, vegan bakery. They're like,
Right.
you know, I don't know, but it's just good. It's all
good
just good stuff.
She's a great cook, and she puts out a nice plate of food, and the ambiance in there is so artsy. You know, it's so artsy. So let's talk about artsy of music. Yours in particular. You said you were messing around with music since you were a teen. Do you come from a musical household?
Not overtly so. My mother took piano lessons as a child. There was a piano in the house, but no one played it.
Do you have a piano in your house?
I do not. Well, I have a Casio keyboard wrapped in a sheet somewhere in the basement. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
But my neighborhood, the kids I grew up with, were all they were all musical. I mean, it was that era. I mean, I graduated grammar school in '76, and so we all wanted to, you know, have a garage band, and so you know, some of them are still doing it. You know, I mean, some aren't anymore, but like Greg Sherrod.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I grew up in just around the corner from him, and Chuck Waddell was in a band called.
Greg Sherrod is putting out a new album.
Two, yeah, he's a crazy man.
Right.
His last album was so good.
He's a pretty incredible musician. He's also someone that hasn't been on my show yet.
Oh dear.
Well, we'll talk to him
We'll
about
fix that.
Right? What made you start doing a television show?
Well, it's kind of a weird story because I always just do kind of weird things because I enjoy doing weird things. So
I know. I understand.
at work, you know, there was one of the guys I work with was always curious about what the next thing was, and I always wanted to be an extra in a B horror movie.
Fun.
Yeah, so I managed to do that, and we were talking one day, you know, what are you going to do next? And I said, well, I like music. Maybe I should have a radio show. That would be awesome. And he said, well, how about TV? You know, and strangely, the Harbor News shows up in my mailbox once a week. It's that little weekly paper, and they had an article in there on VSC TV's new studio opening in Westbrook, and the title of it was, you know, if you want to make a show, come on down, or something like that. And I'm like, somebody,
right.
you know?
Yeah, right.
So
Well, when the universe speaks, you have to listen.
Right. And I had been playing, I moved not far. I was down, you know, West Haven, and when I moved out this way, it was far enough where I kind of was disconnected from the folks I had been hanging with, and I really wasn't playing music at that point anyway, anymore. And there was Jay Martin's in Higganum, which I had to Google. I was invited to an open mic there, and I like to play harmonica with friends.
Okay.
And I just assumed it would be like the New Haven County type open mics where, you know, you play Mustang Sally really loud and see who could be the fastest guitar or the loud, you know, I play harmonica as my thing.
Yep.
And I showed up, and it was the Frank Nurkowski who ended up being the first guest that I dragged down there.
Right.
And he wrote songs, so I'm trying to play along with things that I had never heard because he had just written them. And then that Bruce Thorndike was a regular. Carl Suter, that's where I met.
Old Dog New Trick, Carl Suter.
Met Carl Suter there.
Just so y'all know, Carl Suter will be here on the show within the next few weeks, so
That's a
pay
big
attention to that one.
Pay attention. Yeah, the man's a talent.
Yeah.
And he's, I mean, he's not reclusive so much as, he doesn't really play out a lot, and, he's got great songs. So if you can
Great
get him
songs,
here,
great
we could
voice.
listen to him anytime.
Right. He's amazing.
So I dragged him
Okay,
on.
so-
I dragged Bruce on. They were all just my friends that I was playing with.
Right.
And then, you know how it goes. Now there's a show, friends know friends.
And they
and
tell
then
friends.
all of a sudden there was a conga line, and I just had all these talented people who wanted to come down and play a little music.
And somehow you knew Chris, because Chris was the one that brought me down.
Chris Morgan or Chris?
Vaslov.
Oh, I think I just sent an email to you, I thought, but probably
I
some
didn't get. Yeah. I
station
didn't get
or
it.
whoever opened it or. But I thought it would be really cool because I came to realize that you were out there.
And we were doing the same thing.
Right.
We were. We
and
are.
there was a gentleman, and now I forget his last name, Sean, who was like in the valley, like Shelton kind of area. He had a show. He doesn't do it anymore. And then there was was it Bill Benson? There was a show like on my porch. I sent him an email.
Oh, that's right, on the porch.
Yeah, I know. I didn't hear back, but I got a reply from you guys, and so you came down, and it was fun, right?
It was weird because I didn't like being in your seat.
I get it. Because here I am.
Yeah, but it's fun for us. And you play music. I don't play music. I have taken piano, trombone, accordion, and voice. All those things, and dance. I danced for 18 years as at lessons, but I couldn't get it with the I wanted to play
I bought a
trombone,
trombone once, but it didn't take
I
either.
wanted to hit people in the back of the head. But yeah, and the piano I play, I can sit down and I can read music, sort of, and I have an ear, but nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I can sing so low, and that's about it. But when I hear music and I know that it has something that's real and true, and pure, I know that it can go on my show, and the radio, and be heard by somebody and liked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think your show is about too, especially when I think of the musicians that you've had on your show. They're all amazing. They're all amazing. And you too. What makes you write a song?
Honestly, I don't know. I always, as a kid, I was a music fanatic, but I thought I was going to be a songwriter, and it was horrible. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. And I was going to be a guitarist, and that was horrible. So I bought a guitar at 13 and got rid of it by 14 and picked up the harmonica. And then I
love that.
I love being a sideman. I love, the people in the middle doing all the work, and I just get to sit in the shadows and throw out little licks and solos, and no one pays attention to me, and that's great. But maybe it was from the show having all these songwriters on, because we would sometimes talk craft. And at 55 or so, I finished that song I just played last.
Right.
And I thought, well, I would play that for somebody. For the first time ever, I thought that.
Yeah.
And then it just, I don't know, there's been 100 since.
Right.
It just, they don't stop. It's almost like they have to come out.
I've had
And
other musicians say that.
I don't know if they couldn't find the door before, but
Well,
now they have.
I think that life experiences kind of tweak that door.
I think you're right. I was a maniac when I was a kid. I was, I didn't know what I was doing, and so I'm a lot more settled now. I mean,
Well, you have a beautiful wife that takes
do.
good care of you, and you have a granddaughter.
I do.
How
Addison
exciting
Grace.
is that?
Yep.
Yeah. And that will inspire some songs in you. I'm just going to tell you.
This where I got this.
Promoted to Grandpa. That's a wonderful thing. I need one that says, "Grandma's not great. She's a great grandma." Grandma's not just great. She's a great grandma.
Yeah, you got to have
That's
the
what
just
I-
in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. That's fun. When you're writing a song, does the music come first or do the words come first?
Sometimes the idea comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like with that, my mom, I wasn't seeing my mom, and it's just the idea of letting time go without, giving someone a hug. And, you're always playing around with like little chord progressions, and so I knew kind of what I wanted to say, and at some point it all just slides together, and, but it's often the idea first, or the thought of what the message should be.
Okay.
But sometimes it can be any of the above. And I've just started trying to learn how to use Logic to multi-track songs.
Okay.
So sometimes in the sound lab early in the morning, I'm just making, little bits of guitar and putting them together, and and then ideas come.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess I didn't really have an answer. All of the above?
All of the above. Does Wendy hear your songs before anybody else?
Yes, probably more times than she'd like.
And how does she respond? Does she tell you if a song sucks?
She has never told me that.
Well, maybe you've never written a sucky song.
Well, not that she thinks sucks. She actually usually tells me, because I'm self-conscious about my guitar playing. I've never sang until recent, so these are things that I don't do. But she always tells me that those things are fine, but you're a songwriter, and you write good songs, and that should be enough for anybody. So that makes me feel good.
So what did you think? I'm going to talk about a friend of ours. What did you think when you first started hearing Terry LaChance doing her thing? She promotes all the musicians all over Connecticut to play and to do stuff, but she's one of the most prolific songwriters I've ever met. What do you think of her?
The first time I met her, I'm pretty sure, I didn't know who she was, but she was playing at a Muda's barbecue or something, and we stopped.
Sounds like something she does.
I don't think they're that anymore. I think the place is still there, but it was right up in Muda's, and we stopped to eat, and I had to talk to her afterwards because her song choices of covers were very interesting, and some of the songs, of course, she was singing were originals. I'm pretty sure that's where I met her, and then. Nowadays, if you want to be in touch, you can be in touch because we're all connected by the web.
We are.
So,
and she's put music on stage everywhere and open mics everywhere. Do you go to any of the open mics that she's involved with?
Open mics. One of the you must know Make Music Day.
I do.
Right. Well, they had, especially during COVID, they had this online thing, and they had a My Song Is Your Song event where you sent in, artists sent in their songs, then they paired them and sent them to other people, and each person did a cover. Well, I covered the guy who sent me his. He never covered mine. So
that's not fair.
No. So in talking to Terry, because this is the kind of person Terry is, she's like, well, we'll have our own. So
I remember when she did that.
She created an open mic at Dexter's in East Hampton. And there's so much talent around here, songwriting.
It really is.
So there was a whole slate of people so we did it locally. So I covered one of Terry's, I covered one of Tom McMahon's tunes, she covered one of mine. Everybody just kind of did that, and that was cool. That's the open mic that I've been to. And Shayna B's the first Sunday of the month. I've been to several of those.
That's an open mic.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And she actually books me for silly places. Not silly, they're great places. But like Shayna B's and Downtown Coffee Shop, because she's apparently a booking agent.
I don't think she started out to do that.
No, she can't say no to stuff. She just helps everybody. So right now though.
So when are you playing and where and how often?
We just finished farm market season, which was my big wahoo this year. I played at every one that would have me.
Did you play in Groton?
I did not. I did Middletown, which is a very cool one. Wallingford, Colchester, East Haddam, Guilford. A lot of the ones kind of out that way more.
You'll have to come do Grunt next year. I'll make sure that happens.
Oh, I'd love to.
It's a fun little market. So this is what I just got the evil eye for. We've run out of time.
Oh, my.
Again, as usual, it happens every single show. But we have time for you to take us out with a song.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd love that.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
I
coming
will,
to
though,
the attic.
I will be at the downtown coffee shop on the 23rd of December.
Yay.
So we may be caroling.
Woohoo! I will make that. I'll be there.
I don't
have a paper to write that.
I have
weekend.
written a Christmas song. I don't have it with me, and it's too early because we're just dealing with
Right,
some.
right,
I'm
right,
still
right,
Halloweening.
right.
All right, let me see if I can figure one out. Oh, I got to disconnect this. I
Yeah.
think.
I almost disconnected me. So while Kosch is getting back over there and getting his guitar ready, let us remember that the cold weather is here. If your neighborhood kids don't have shoes and socks on, make sure they get them. There's coat drives all over the place. If you need a winter coat, please get a hold of someone. Make sure that your next door neighbors that are elderly have food in their refrigerator and fresh water to drink and something to keep them warm. Please check on your neighbors. Take care of your community. Take care of the people that don't know you. Take care of the people that we love, our community. I love you all. I'll see you next week. And Kosch is going to take us out with a song. See you next week.
This one is called Just Passing Through, because that's all any of us actually are doing. Well, I won't let my wealth determine my worth. No, I won't let my wealth determine my worth. Lord, I know I'm richer than you. Got somebody gonna love me true. I guess I just got to live my life. I guess I just got to live my life. Don't much care what you say or do. Honey, I know we're all just passing through.